Hello, welcome to my new YouTube channel. I'm Reverend Denise Roberge. I could describe myself in many ways. I'm going to start with the word metaphysician. I think that might be the clearest term to use at this point. I have many titles, and I have a very broad perspective on healing, and I have a very broad perspective on multidimensionality and how humanity interacts with the greater source energies. And source is called God, is called the creator, is called Great Spirit, is called Allah, is called so many different names. In my opinion, and this is only my opinion, it's all the same energy. Or at least it helps us tap into the same energy of creation. I believe that we are powerful creators. I believe that's why you are here on this planet, is to co-create magnificence through the ups and downs of the law of polarity and the law of attraction. And I'd like to thank one of my teachers. I have many teachers, but I'd like to thank David Strickle for some of this language. I learned a lot about the law of polarity from David Strickle, so shout out to David. I have many teachers. I'm influenced by Mary Baker Eddy. I studied Mary Baker Eddy's philosophies of healing for a long time, 8 years maybe. But I've been studying spirituality, personal self-growth, and metaphysics since I was 17. So it's time to start sharing it and giving back to the planet all that was given to me. Just to have a little fun today, I'd like to, I've already picked a card at random. I am an intuitive card reader, so this is one of the fun things that I do. And I also channel, and that might be today or it might be another day, but you'll see some channeling on this too, on this YouTube channel. So welcome again, and I want to show you the first card that I picked. Now, it's a little bit of a sad looking card, but there's a lot of hope behind it. So it's deprivation, prosperity guides. So that leads me to begin to speak about deprivation as a pervasive issue among many humans. Many people feel as though they don't have enough. They don't have enough of anything. They don't have enough love. They don't have enough companionship. They don't have enough money. They don't have enough personal belongings of some type. Many people feel deprived. Some people that are very wealthy feel deprived of certain types of experiences. They feel deprived of well-being or inner peace in many ways. So this sense of deprivation goes across the economic spectrum on this planet, and it has very little to do with money, although people tend to want to point toward money as an issue. And it is. On a third dimensional level, money is absolutely an issue for everyone. This is the energy exchange that we've chosen. This is the modality of give and take that we've chosen as a vehicle to obtain what we want and to sell what we don't want, or to sell what we need to sell. And so money is a big thing. And it's not the only form of deprivation. Certainly there are many people that suffer from around the world that have food deprivation, sleep deprivation, love deprivation. So many people see themselves in many different ways as being deprived. So that being said, this card also has prosperity guides written on it. Now, guides are beings that are non-physical that help us overcome the challenges that we're faced with in this planet. So the prosperity guides are always, if you look at the card, always lending us a hand. They're always inspiring us. They're always giving us guidance and wisdom. And I call them they, not because they are physical, because they're not. They're absolutely non-physical. They're energetic wavelengths through which creator or source can send messaging to humanity. Now, these guides are directly connected to source. So angels are some of the types of guides that you might have, ascended masters, bodhisattvas. We have given them many names. We have given them many different titles. We have humanized depictions of all of these different guides. I'm here to tell you that it's source, it's God, it's the creator, it's all that is that speaks through energy streams. So everyone has these guides, has these energy streams of wisdom, love, protection, health, hope, well-being, streaming to them all the time. It's like live streaming all the time, just like TV is live streaming all the time. The guides are streaming constantly. So when we're not feeling prosperous, when we're feeling deprived, there's something that we need to take a look at within ourselves in terms of how are we blocking our prosperity? It's our birthright to be peaceful, prosperous, and happy. We have this right, and we also have free will. And if we choose to look at ourselves as deprived, we're going to continue. The law of attraction says basically like attracts like. There are many other ways to describe it, and there's more to it than that. But the law of attraction is a universal law. So when I sit in deprivation and I allow myself to continue to feel this sense of I don't have enough, I'll never have enough, there isn't enough, life is unfair, I'm a victim of circumstance, I was born to the wrong parents, I was brought up in the wrong city, I was born under the wrong star, or whatever it might be, then the universe doesn't have the same emotions that we have. So when the universe hears us say over and over again, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, the universe just responds with more not enough. This is the law of attraction. So not enough brings more not enough. How do we break out of this? We can break out of this. So this cycle of deprivation is something that might take a little time because it requires some thought changing and some broader perspective viewpoints that we can sort of buy into and start to practice. Some tools, some techniques we can start to practice. But basically it starts with changing your mind. Beliefs are thoughts that we keep thinking. Thank you, Abraham Hicks. That's something that they love to say all the time. So we need to take a look at what are the thoughts that we keep thinking. So I might give you some examples. So I keep thinking, I don't need money. Money is the root of all evil. If I keep thinking this, I actually don't think these things anymore, but I certainly have spent many years in deprivation, and I understand that. I understand those feelings. Life isn't fair. The government policies are mistreating me. I am not able to earn money. I am disabled. I am not smart enough. I am not worthy enough. I'm not good enough. And it goes on and on and on. These are thoughts and or belief systems that were either thrust upon us as children or that we've adopted somehow along the way. And we can point to the proof. We can say, this is when that happened, and this is how that happened, and this experience is what shifted me into believing that I will never have enough. Okay, those things happened. All of us have been conditioned from the media, from parents, from school teachers, from whomever, wherever. Somehow these ideas get out into our energy fields and we take them in before we have the understanding that we get to pick what we believe. We don't learn that until much later in life. So we have these beliefs imposed upon us. So it's about breaking that conditioning and owning our own power. So there's a whole lot to this topic, which deserves hours and hours, but for the sake of time, I'd like to boil this one down a little bit simpler. If you are feeling deprived, first, take a look at the thoughts behind it. Find the themes that are really beliefs that you have become entrenched in. So if you believe your family was poor, you grew up poor, you'll always be poor, that's a belief system that can be changed. Whatever is learned can be unlearned. That's the good news, because we have all this guidance. We have all this love coming to us from the Creator. We have all these open-ended ideas and all this prosperity that's waiting for us just to unblock. So releasing some of these old beliefs is where to begin. But actually, no, where to begin is to become aware of what the old beliefs are. So for every old belief, come up with an affirmation that to exchange it with. So if I have the belief, I will never earn enough money to be prosperous. When that thought or any related thoughts come into my consciousness, I need to remember who I really am, which is a child of this magnificent universe. I am a powerful co-creator, and all that is supporting me in all my dreams. So my affirmation might be, I revel in the fact that prosperity is coming to me. I know that things are changing. I feel an energy shift toward prosperity. So you have to say something that's somewhat true, because it's all coming. It is coming, and you're working on changing your beliefs. So you need to say stuff that resonates as somewhat true. There's a part of you that knows life is going to get better. That's the divine part of you. And it's the human part that may be lagging behind. So remember who you are, which is a magnificent child of this universe. And you are made up of the same stuff that Source is made up of, and that you are connected to Source at all times, and you are being guided at all times. So another affirmation might be, I am being guided at all times toward the next right step, or my guides give me the next illuminated step whenever I need it. So just change little by little, start to say affirming thoughts that are true of your soul. Whatever is true of God, of Source, is also true of you. So the I am statements is where I often start with my life coaching clients. If they come to me saying, I am not abundant, I have no abundance, I am deprived, I am not lovable, I am not whatever, we examine where those beliefs come from and we attach I am statements. So any I am statements that you believe in, the law of attraction will make true. You'll get to prove that to yourself over and over again. Why don't we stop proving negative and start proving the truth, which is the larger truth of our soul, which is the larger truth of consciousness, which is the larger truth of Source, who adores us and wants us to have everything that we want to have. All we have to do is line up with those beliefs and our life will start to change. Simpler, I know, easier said than done, but this is the kind of work that I do. I help people overcome some of these limiting beliefs that keep our minds shut from being able to receive that which is always offered to us. Okay. So there's always hope, and I'm a really optimistic person, and I know and I believe in you, and I believe in your Source guidance. I believe in your Source connection. I believe we all have it, and I get excited about helping people find that. So I hope some of you got a nugget of wisdom, and maybe we'll change one thought this week. And then little by little, once you learn how to change the thoughts and recognize the belief systems, then there's other steps in order to release them and to start to open up to the guidance that's always being given, the love that's always being given, the abundance that already exists in an energetic sense that you can tap into and make real. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up by saying you can reach me on Facebook. I have a personal page, Denise Roberge. I have a professional page that's called One Mind Spiritual Services. I have a website that is of the same name. It's www.onemindspiritualservices.com. Having a temporary glitch with that at this point. It's not, there was some confusion around my domain name and whatever, but it's in the process of being fixed. It should be up within a day or so. So you can leave, subscribe and like, and I leave a comment, and I'd be so happy to hear from you. It would make my day to hear from you. So I wish to send you all the prosperity and the love and the best wishes that Source has for you, that your angels have for you, that your guides have for you. I wish you all the best. Until next time, signing off. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.